Did the Bible take its story of creation from older myths, or is Genesis truly unique? The answer might surprise you. Long before Genesis was written, cultures across the ancient Near East told powerful creation stories. But did the biblical account copy them, or transform them in a way no one expected? Before the words, "in the beginning," were ever written, ancient scribes pressed wedge-shaped symbols into wet clay. Those symbols recorded the oldest stories humanity ever told, stories of gods, chaos, and the birth of the world. Yet centuries later, Genesis would open with just 10 words that changed history. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. For generations, scholars and skeptics have asked the same question. Did Genesis borrow from those older myths, or did it rewrite them entirely? Long before Israel's prophets, the Babylonians recited the Enuma Elish, one of humanity's oldest surviving creation accounts. In their story, the universe begins not with peace, but with chaos. Two primeval waters, Apsu and Tiamat, give birth to a generation of younger gods who rebel against their parents. War breaks out in heaven. The champion Marduk rises up, defeats the monstrous Tiamat, and splits her body in half, one part forming the sky, the other forming the earth. From the blood of her slain ally, mankind is fashioned, created not in glory, but as servants, destined to bear the labor the gods no longer wished to do. For the Babylonians, creation was an act of violence. Existence itself was carved from the corpse of chaos. Then came Genesis. Its first chapter opens in silence, with no armies of gods, no divine rebellion, only a single creator. The earth was formless and void. And God said, "Let there be light." Light obeys, and darkness retreats. Order unfolds from nothingness, and not through struggle, but through speech. In this account, creation isn't a war. It's a word. Every verse builds rhythmically, and God said, and it was so, and God saw that it was good. What took the Babylonians blood and battle to achieve, Genesis accomplishes with calm authority. That difference is not small. It's revolutionary. In the ancient Near East, people expected their gods to fight, to fail, or to die. But Genesis told a story where God doesn't compete. He commands. There is no chaos creature to slay and no rival to fear. And what about humanity? In the myths, we are pawns, made from divine leftovers to feed the gods. But in Genesis, humans are chosen, crafted in the very image of God, given dominion and responsibility. This flips the entire worldview of the ancient world. Genesis doesn't echo pagan stories. It corrects them. The people of Israel would have known these Babylonian legends, especially during the exile, when they lived among those who worshipped Marduk. The writers of Genesis weren't copying their captors, they were answering them. To a world that said, "The gods are many, and men exist to serve them," Genesis replied that, "There is one God, and he created humans for relationship, not slavery." Therefore, in an age where chaos was divine, Genesis declared that order itself was sacred. And in a time when life seemed meaningless, it announced that every human life carried the imprint of the Creator. So, did Genesis rewrite the world's oldest creation story? In a way, yes. It took the familiar language of its time, the imagery of water, darkness, and breath, and reframed it around a new truth. Creation isn't the aftermath of divine war. It's the deliberate act of a personal God. Where the Babylonians saw blood, Genesis saw blessing. Where others saw chaos, Genesis saw purpose. So, this wasn't plagiarism. It was proclamation. Even today, these two views of the world still collide. Is life the product of cosmic accident or intentional design? Is humanity an accident of violence or a reflection of divine thought? Genesis whispers through time. In the beginning, God created. A simple sentence that changed the way humans understood existence forever. So, which story do you think speaks closer to truth? The myths of chaos, or the message of Genesis? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear your perspective on how the flood stories connect and why Genesis keeps standing apart.